I forgot to start recording. So alternate interiors on the other side of the transversal, one will be up, one will be down. If these two lines are parallel, these two will be equal, and then angle 5 and angle 1 will also be equal. Now there's another set. What do we think of when we hear exterior of our house? The outside. See, these are on the outside. And one's going to be up and one will be down on the outside across from the transversal. These are also congruent. So the measure of angle 6 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 2. Is there an other set of alternate exterior angles? 7 and 3. So the measure of angle 7 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 3. Any questions on that? Here, did they get you into your email? They still haven't got you into your email. Oh, because I don't think you're in the system yet. Okay, so I have a YouTube channel, and you can get into my YouTube channel. I'll give you my YouTube handle when we're done here, okay? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are with the same kind of position. Think of just cutting this right here and laying them on top. Do you see angle 1 is on the left side and it's in the upper corner? And angle 1 is also on the left side and upper corner, right? So think about just snipping this and laying it on top of each other. What other corresponding angles do you see? 2 and 6. So angle 2, the measure of angle 2 would be equal to the measure of angle 6. Any others? Yep, give me another pair. 3 and 7. So the measure of angle 3 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 7. Any other? There's one more pair. I think, no, two more pairs. No, one more pair. 4 and 8. And those are called corresponding because they're in the same kind of positioning. Corresponding. We already talked about vertical angles, have we not? Remember you drew a big X on your paper and you measured, right? And we know that all vertical angles are going to be equal or congruent. What other set of vertical angles do you see here? 2 and 3. So the measure of angle 2 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 3. There's other ones. 7 and 6. The measure of angle 7 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 6. One more. 5 and 8. The measure of angle 5 is going to be equal to the measure of angle 8. As long as these are parallel. If they're not parallel, it doesn't work. But I'm assuming these are parallel. Okay, any questions on those? I told everybody, didn't I keep telling? I must have said it about a dozen times. Here. Okay, consecutive interior. These are the only ones that are not equal to each other. These are supplementary. What does supplementary mean? You remember? Supplementary. Has to add up. It's actually on the paper. It's on here. What do they have to add up to? 180. When I say supplementary, you need to sit down because other people can't see. We need to add them together to equal 180, as long as these are parallel. Is there another set of consecutive interior angles? 4 and 6. So the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 6 has to equal what? 180. So on the inside, the ones that are next to each other this way has to add up to 180. We know 3 and 4 would also add up to 180 because we talked about that too. Those are linear pairs, right? Remember that? Yeah. And here is a little, so you can go ahead and write that in the bottom notes. It's everything we just talked about, just in one little box. Corresponding angles are congruent. Remember, congruent means equal. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Vertical angles are congruent. But consecutive interiors are supplementary. What does supplementary mean? They add the sum is equal to 180 degrees. That's what supplementary means. So in short, if you know one angle, you can find all the others. I'm just waiting until everybody gets it written down. So right here, it's saying angle 1 is 125 degrees. If angle 1's 125 degrees, what's angle 4? 125. Angle 5 is 125 because they're corresponding angles. These two are vertical, but over here is corresponding. And what about 8? That one's 125 also. Now, the other ones are not going to be 125 because they're going to be supplementary to 125. Because this makes a straight line, also consecutive interiors always have to be supplementary. So you take 180, subtract 125. What does that give us? 55? So all the other angles then are 55. So angle 2 is 55. Angle 3 is 55 because these two are vertical. 7 is alternate exteriors, and then this is vertical to 7. Yeah, angle 6 is 55 also. These are little degrees. I guess they should put them on all of them. We good? Everybody have that? Okay. So there's, if angle 1's 140, And we could write all the other ones that are going to be 140. Angle 4 is going to be 140, right? Angle 5 is going to be 140. Angle 8 is going to be 140. Now, angle 1 and angle 2 have to add up to 180. So what's angle 2? 40. And all the ones that we have not marked are all going to be 40. So vertical angle here is 40. And then we could say corresponding. Here we go. That's not rocket science, is it? Hello. Presents. Thank you, sir. All your calculators. Okay, and I'll give oh, oops. And I'll give all mine then to all my graphing calculators to Adam. Okay. Just so we all know where they're at. Okay, so question 3. I'm going to have everybody do this one. And then I want you at your tables, check your neighbor, make sure you got all these correct. How confident do you all feel on your answers? Confident? Or still a little shaky? Okay, so if angle 1 was 123, what do we say here? 123. And then this one would be 57. That's correct. So is angle 3 going to be 123 or 57? This one's 57. And what's this one over here? 123. What about angle 5? 123. Angle 6? 57. Angle 7? Oh, why did I put 54? That's weird. I said 57. Did y'all see that? I said it and then I wrote down the. Wow, what goes through my brain? I don't know. 57. And then what's this one over here? 123. Makes sense or doesn't make sense? Makes sense. And of course, we can't let it be that easy because it's math, right? We're going to throw in some algebra. So, do you all recall what type of angles these are? They are across the transversal. One's up, one's down, and they're on the outside. Yep, they are alternate exteriors. And alternate exteriors are equal, right? I haven't done it yet, so give me a second. So 7x minus 20 has to equal 4x plus 16, right? And so I'll subtract the 4x, and I get 3x minus 20 is equal to 16. So that's gone. And then I add 20. 3x is equal to 36. I divide by 3. X is equal to 12. Who said 12 earlier? You are a genius. Great, great job. And your assistant? Do you like being called an assistant? No, especially when I'm the one helping. She had the answer first. I didn't just give her the answer though. I helped her. Well, good. Okay. So, oh, does everybody have this? So, Troy, are you the assistant? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the next one, what type of angles are those? For number 5. Kind is this? Upper left, upper left. What do you think it is? What? Well, I want the words. What kind of angles are these? They're corresponding. And what do we know about corresponding angles? They equal. So I just set it equal and solve for x again. So I subtract 11x, subtract 11x. X plus 3 is equal to 9, right? Yeah. I subtract 3. X is equal to 6. Again, these are corresponding, right? So if they're corresponding, I'm going to set them equal to each other, but I have to be careful. What does the direction say? Ah, solve for, and it should say measures, but they're going to be equal, so each of them will be the same. So in this case, you have 2 steps. After I find x, I have to substitute it in and find the angle measure. So I subtract x, x minus 45 is equal to 30. And then I'm going to add 45, so x is equal to what, 75? And so when I substitute it in, 2 times 75 minus 45 is what? 105? And do I get 105? Is that correct? Yeah. And then do I get 105 here? Yes, I do. If I put 75 plus 30, that also equals 105. Yay! Yay! Okay, this is the trickier one. What type of angles are these? They're going to be supplementary because they are consecutive interiors. Some books call them same side interiors. Sometimes they call it consecutive interiors, sometimes they call it same side interiors, but they are supplementary. So 2x plus 3x plus 20 has to equal what? 180. And so 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 20 has to equal 180. I subtract 20 on both sides. 5x is equal to 160. And then what do I do? Divide by 5. X is equal to 32. Am I done? No. Why not? Because it says measure of each angle. So this one I have to take 2 times 32, which is equal to 64 degrees. This one I have to take 3 times 32 plus 20. So what? That's 96 plus 26. No, just 20. 96 plus 26, 9, 10, 116. And these two better add up to 180 or I did something wrong. Do they? Is 116 plus 64 equal to 180? Yeah, so I'm good. I'm in good shape. So you had 3 answers here, right? Okay. Questions? Okay, these are just multiple choice. Just to look at your, just get you used to the names of all these. So I'm going to let you use your notes to do that. And then I am going to pass out some independent practice for today. They're all in your notes.